Good morning, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching at home or at your business. This is an exciting announcement, exciting day. We've been working on this for a number of months, and it's an important announcement for the community and the council and the entire city to recognize. So we have entered into an agreement and a public-private partnership with Interstate Public Advertising, IPA, not to be confused with a beer, IPA, but IPA is the city's partner for indoor digital billboards here at City Hall, at Government Center. What is an indoor digital billboard? You're going to get some more details, but essentially it is what it sounds like. It's a screen on each floor in high-traffic areas of Government Center that display local advertisement from community businesses, area banks, various different companies that different people may utilize, and it's a really great way to promote local business. But in addition to promoting local business to the numerous thousands of people that utilize City Hall daily and monthly, it's also a great way to showcase local businesses and create a revenue stream, an alternative revenue stream for the city. And you've been hearing this team, this financial team, and this administration say that for 3.5 years now about finding alternative revenue streams that do not dip into the taxpayers' pockets. So instead of creating new fees like trash fees, this is another way to collect revenue for the city that is really a low impact and really high return for the city. So what does that mean? That means that we take a blank space that people are looking at essentially if they're waiting to pay a tax bill, if they're on the third floor at traffic, if they're in the hallway here at Government Center on the 6th floor, and they're really we're just utilizing wall space with digital billboards to display advertisement, and the city gets a percent of that revenue stream into the general fund. So this particular contract is expected to generate approximately $300,000 annually for the city of Fall River. And when you think about that number, $300,000 from going from making $0 from our walls in Government Center to now making $300,000, that's pretty good. That's 4 police officers, that's 4 firefighters, that's a few teachers, that's improvements to roads, things like that. So that's really exciting, and that number can continue to grow over time as more advertisers come on board, and you're going to find out how you can become an advertiser. It was also very important for the city to ensure that these ads were appropriate for City Hall. So you're not going to see ads that promote certain things. No alcohol, sexually explicit advertisements, or cannabis either. So that was important. And I think that the public needs to know that. So at this time, I'm going to bring up the founder and owner of IPA, Bob Medeiros, to tell you a little bit about the program, a little bit about himself. It's really an incredible story. It's a local story. Just an individual that had a dream, had a goal to build a business, and was able to build it in cooperation with other businesses and create this wonderful public-private partnership that is really, really taking off. And I think he's up to like 51 locations of advertising locations, digital billboards throughout the entire city and maybe some surrounding communities at local businesses. So that's really, really an impressive start in maybe about a year, right, of launching. Yes. So that's really exciting, and we wish him the best of luck, and we're very happy to be partnering with him. I know the financial team, Mary and Kathy, are very excited about this, and also a big shout out to Dawn from IT and her staff and her team who were instrumental in making this a reality by ensuring that we could have the proper access on each floor and each location for these screens. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Bob Medeiros to go into a little bit more of the details of the program and a little bit about himself, and I'll come back up and give a quick summary and answer any questions. Thank you. Bob?
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Special thank you to you for having an open mind. I had the privilege of meeting with the mayor some time ago, and his staff, Kathy Maveris, everybody, and Dawn especially, the IT department, has been very helpful through this process. Facilities as well, to Monica. So to everybody here, thank you for being here. I'd like to also say thank you to my wonderful family for being here. They're present, my wife and my son, my daughter, my son-in-law, as well as Brian and Bruce and Peter Medeiros. Thank you for being here. It is exciting. My background, I'm born and raised in Fall River. I'm 42 years old. I've been here pretty much all my life, except for a few years. My mom and dad went to Dighton for a couple of years. Shame on them. But But born and raised in Fall River, and I'm just proud of my city and just love being a part of it. My background for what I do is I'm a chaplain. I'm a minister. I've been a minister for 22 years, and I used to do the marketing for my own church. And I kind of saw how the marketing was for our church and how expensive it could be. And I always would say to myself, there's got to be a better way. And so years go by, and lo and behold, this idea came up, and now we're doing indoor digital billboards. We're right now at 60 locations, including the city of Fall River. This is a great location for local businesses to brand their business right at the city hall. Many people I've heard say sometimes, like, well, there might not be as much traffic. Well, it's not just so much about the traffic only, but it's targeting your audience. You could go to the second floor of the city clerk's office. You can go to the collector's office. The first floor where the elevators are. There's quite a bit of traffic there as well. Each floor is geared to target your audience, and all for a small fee in comparison to other forms of advertising. Someone could advertise here and just on the fourth floor in the health department for as little as $100 a month. And it's a great way to brand yourself. And they could be seen 15 to 20 times an hour on a digital screen in the city hall. So a lot of what I do is to give back to the city. My background, like I mentioned before, is being a chaplain. All my life I've given back. I've always given back and given back to the community. And I feel like at this time, this would be, and seeing the city of Fall River to help generate some revenue, this would be a great platform to do that. One of the things I want to make very clear is that this costs the city of Fall River nothing. It costs the taxpayers nothing. There's a no cost at all. I would say the only cost would be this electricity to plug in the TVs on the walls, and that's just about it. So this is a great way to generate revenue. So when people want to advertise and brand their business, for every dollar you spend, a percentage goes to the city of Fall River to generate this revenue to up to $300,000. So I would just encourage businesses to think about doing that and advertise and help the city of Fall River. It's our community, it's our city, and I think we should give back to the city that we love. And so again, I just want to thank all of you for being here and for this opportunity to present my business, for the partnership with the city of Fall River, and just for the, again, open-mindedness to hear me out and to hear this platform out. So thank you very much.
Tell them how they can contact you.
Absolutely, yeah. My cell phone number, if you're looking to advertise at the City Hall, is 774-322-1490. Again, my name is Bob Medeiros, Interstate Public Advertising. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you.
Incredible idea, incredible story. We're very, very proud of this, very excited about the opportunity to create a new revenue stream. As Bob stated, as I mentioned, that doesn't come from the taxpayers' pockets. What he said is absolutely true as well. Businesses always are looking for ways to help the city of Fall River outside of the taxes. And this is another great way to really support your own business by promoting yourself to the thousands of people that utilize Government Center on a monthly basis, while also providing an additional revenue stream for the city, which in return improves our community. So it really is a wonderful public partnership all the way around. I did forget to mention there'll also be no political ads in Government Center either. It is an election year. I just want to make that clear. No political ads in Government Center, in addition to the others that I stated, would not be allowed as well. But if you've got a business out there, contact Bob, contact IPA to advertise here at City Hall and other locations. I know we have wonderful media outlets that are here that also need revenue dollars as well, which is important. But the city gets a piece of this one, and this is a really exciting one for us because it's a very simple concept. It's a way for the city to generate additional revenue dollars to support our community without going in the taxpayers' pockets, and it's a win-win-win. The business wins, the city wins, the public wins, because now they've got something to look at while they're waiting in line or they're waiting for an elevator. Something entertaining, something positive about our city, promoting different businesses. So we appreciate your time. We appreciate the program. We're very excited about it. And at this time, we'll answer any questions that there may be.
I have a few. We mentioned the number of about $300,000 in terms of revenue. I think there had been earlier estimates that put the revenues more at, I think, around $210,000 we were expecting. If that's correct, I'm just wondering, what's changed, I guess? Why are we expecting more money now?
Again, it's a range, that we may be in the first year under that because we started in the middle of the year. We may be higher than that. I'm not sure at this time, but it's a range, and that's what we're shooting for. You got to have a goal.
Okay. And they obviously have been active for a little while now. I'd be curious to know, maybe we could just ballpark it, but to date, how much revenues has this brought in?
As to date,
Come up here, Bob, so you
Sure.
got the microphone.
To date, literally started, this was, I believe,
End of May.
end of May, so it's been about a month. We've already generated about $1,000 with another 6 to 8 advertisers coming on board, which should generate another probably, I'd say, $100 to $1,000 as well.
Got it, okay. And just given that there was an amount of revenue put into the city's budget, I mean, is there a concern that we might not reach that amount just because we have this amount now, maybe extrapolate how much we might get in a year?
210.
Yeah, so, yeah, I'll answer
Okay,
that.
yep.
Yeah, so we put 210 in, again, the more conservative number. That is what we believe we'll achieve. But as is every year, when we talk about our budgets, some revenues are above, some revenues are under. The budget is a living document. It is the guiding principles that we believe in for the following fiscal year. However, revenues are always either right there, sometimes above, sometimes below, and sometimes we need to make adjustments.
Got it. And I'd seen in this the helpful handout, thank you for that, by the way, that this had been as a result of a bid that was submitted. I don't know much about advertising, that's not my department, but I'm wondering, were there other bids that were put in for this, or was this the only one?
It was, we actually went out for consumer goods, and we actually solicited bids out there. We did several bids, and we only had one response. So they went out the same day, and we gave them a 1 to 2 week timeline, and we had one response. So we did initiate a deadline within the initial email. So.
Okay. And I think, probably my only other question, going back to revenue, is just, this is obviously, as you said, a new revenue generator for the city. But at the same time, we're talking about possibly getting rid of the stormwater fee for Fall River, which brings in about, I think, $6 million. So I'm just wondering, talking about new revenue generators, if we do lose that $6 million, are there other things we might be expecting coming down the pike that could bring in money?
So very important to make very clear. When we say we, like you just stated, we are not losing anything. This is the people's money. They're spending $6 million, giving the city $6 million. So like when we got rid of the $120 trash fee, which generated about $3.7 million annually in 2015, and like when we got rid of the purple bag program, pay as you throw, which generated approximately $2 million, we were able to find the revenue within the budget by cuts, alternative revenues, cuts to waste, of course, increases to police and fire and education money, increase state aid, etc. So I don't like, and I will never endorse the practice of saying we're losing this money or we're giving it up or whatever. This is the people's money. So if a business in Fall River can keep $15,000 to $40,000 that they're currently spending annually on a stormwater fee in their pockets to hire an additional employee, to reinvest in the community, to invest in training, that's what we're going to look to do. And we'll do that every single year. There are churches in our community, schools, private schools, paying $15,000 annually for the stormwater fee. That's approximately 2 or 3 scholarships for children in this community that may not be able to afford to go to those schools. So we will always strive to find the alternative revenues to cover the balances of those fees. So what we're doing is, this is one part, $300,000. What you're seeing with the marijuana money is unprecedented, even above what we thought it was going to be. So that's really, really great stuff. We will be above our estimate for marijuana. I'm hoping that we'll be above our estimate for this particular advertising venture as well. And in the coming weeks, you'll hear another, potential savings, I would say. I don't want to say revenue generator, but savings that the city will and has been working to achieve that will potentially affect the stormwater fee. Whether it's the entire stormwater fee or whether it's a portion, that's what we're working at. But every single dollar that we've saved, whether it's been stormwater, whether it will be stormwater, whether it's trash fees, is money back in people's pockets, and that's what this administration strives to do, but not at the expense of any city services. So we're not going to cut stormwater fee and then lay off a bunch of individuals. That doesn't make any sense, right? The city needs to progress. That's what we've been able to do, and we've been able to prove that we can do that with this incredible team and every government city employee, I think 2 times now, and we're going to go for a 3rd. And then I don't know what we'll do after that. We'll see.
That does it for my questions.
On the subject of advertising, I know there was one single billboard permitted earlier. What's the status of that?
That's the outdoor billboards. So the outdoor, another great revenue stream that we're trying to achieve. I mean, again, today's press conference is about this, so I don't want to shine too much light on other projects, because this project is really, really good on its own. So I really want to focus on this project today, because it's an exciting project. I mean, in a very short period of time, we were able to launch digital billboards in a municipal building. I don't think it's happening in other municipal buildings throughout the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, maybe here and there, but this is a really creative way to do it. No maintenance to the city. We don't have to go and get advertisers. We don't have to do anything. We just collect a check and have some great businesses that are local businesses be promoted. The outdoor advertisement has been another track that we've been on. We do have the one approval. We're looking to get a couple more, but even that one is better than none. Other questions? Okay, we hope that every business out there advertises, that's allowed to advertise with the city of Fall River. And, even those Rhode Island businesses, you're welcome to advertise here too. So, thank you, everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you.